Hey, Grizz Nation, it's Michael Wallace, Kelcey, Wright Johnson. It's time for another Grizzlies weekly update. The Grizzlies are on the road right now. They're ruling the road, 3-0 on this road trip. One game left on Friday to wrap it up against the New York Knicks. The Grizzlies have won 4 in a row, comfortably over 500. So, Kelcey, let's play this thing. Let's do it this way. We're going to go one stat, one player, and one challenge the Grizzlies face as they try to continue their remarkable rise right now and what they're doing.
Okay, we're going to go with one stat first?
One stat.
Okay, my stat, I'm going to be a long-winded stat for
That's
a
cool.
quick second.
That's cool.
Though. So what I've liked about this team over the past 4 games,
Yes.
3 on the road, is that they are kind of growing their identity. So other teams are seeing that, this young team likes to get scoring in transition. They like to score in the paint. And the Grizzlies are like, okay, let's do things that we can control. Then if you guys are going to take this away, we're going to out-rebound the team. So they have out-rebounded 3 of the 4 teams in the last 4 games, and they've out-assisted 3 of those 4 teams as well. So I like that they are doing the little things right.
Okay, great. So the assists and the rebounds. I was going to go rebounds too. I was going to go 19, as in 19 straight games. Jonas Valanciunas has had double figures in rebounding. So he underscores exactly what you're talking about. That's a new franchise record. He passed Zach Randolph's record with 19 consecutive games of double-figure rebounding. JV's in the top 5 in rebounds and offensive rebounds. We know he's going to do his job under the boards. Now, that kind of dovetails into one player. What's one player that stands out in terms of what you've seen over the last
Are you
week?
choosing JV?
I'm not going to choose JV.
Okay. He just gets a special shout out. No, I'm going to go with Dillon Brooks.
Okay.
And it's not just because he had a 28-point game or a almost record-breaking, I guess, second in franchise history quarter. But okay, listen to this. I wrote this down because I could not remember this. Mike, he's averaging 21 points over the last 4 games, shooting 57% from the field and 63% from the 3. And he also has, he guards the best player on the other team. So he's doing all of that, shooting 63% from beyond the arc, and then also on the defensive end, locking down.
Listen, I can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with Dillon Brooks, obviously. He's one of those guys that he's the heart and soul of this team. In terms of just the tenacity, the swag, the confidence he brings that. I'm gonna go Grayson Allen, right?
Ooh.
Because Grayson is a guy that, listen, he's been in and out of the lineup earlier this season. He had the concussion issue, but he's come back with a vengeance since he's been starting. The last 3 games on this road trip, he's averaging 17.6 points a game, knocking down a ton of threes. And we talked about 3-pointers earlier, but Grayson Allen is really taking hold of that starting shooting guard spot, and he's a perfect backcourt partner to Ja Morant. Now, the Grizzlies get a chance to wrap this up Friday, Madison Square Garden, the Mecca. Which one challenge they face to bring this thing back home and sweep this road trip?
Not underestimating teams. And it's so easy to do that as any basketball player, a Grizzly, or really any team in the NBA. Going into play a team that may not have the best record right now, it is easy to go in and be like, we got this. Right. They can't do that because the Knicks are on the up and the Knicks want this win.
I was just going to say, these aren't your uncle's Knicks. These are more your grandfather's Knicks. This goes back to Patrick Ewing and some of the success they had, Carmelo Anthony's first years when they were playing under Mike Woodson. This Knicks team is headed towards the playoffs. So they're a legitimate team. This is a big-time stage, and I'm looking forward to the Grizzlies shining on the big-time stage in the Big Apple. Now they need to become a team, or they get a chance to become a team that the entire league and the entire NBA talks about as they wrap up this trip. For Kelcey, Wright Johnson, I'm Michael Wallace. Keep it locked on all of our Grizzlies content at grizzlies.com and Grind City Media.